They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. Back with you for another session and a little conversation. So we went to the casino when we played a low roller and we played a mid roller with Keys to the Kingdom and varying responses to what happened. Obviously, being that you couldn't see very much, you could hear some things, but it was a limited show of staring at a number, and so it was somewhat confusing and somewhat distracting and a little bit like watching paint dry for an hour, until you realize during the hour of watching paint dry, you made $220. So I don't know, I might want to go watch paint dry if it's a return of $220 every hour. I mean, that's $80,000 a year. It's about like a $110,000 a year job. But I wanted to give you a session of live play, low roller, mid roller, Keys to the Kingdom, and in less than an hour, the profit was $220 real dollars. You saw it. But to some, that was a disappointment. To some, it was a boring, awful show. One of the things that wasn't seen was, what was I wagering? Well, on the low roller, I was wagering a whopping 50 cents a unit. On the mid roller, I was wagering a whopping $1 a unit. No stress, never fears of anything. Just so you know, the nightmare of what I've developed, this Keys to the Kingdom, isn't me playing a stress-free $220 to $300 for an hour of work each day, $80,000 a year, same as over $100,000 annually. I've been doing that very thing with triple martingale for years, winning at a 92% rate and wagers up to $500 a spin. What Keys to the Kingdom does for me is it allows me to make just as much, but playing for single dollars and winning 100% of the time. I've introduced to you a lot of things during this last 31 days. Today is day 31. But the most important thing I've introduced to you is random, the random play. A never-before-seen concept in a game that's been here for centuries. But just like Gideon, I can't claim that victory. I can't claim random. It came to me in a dream and was confirmed to me in a loud voice when I woke up the next morning. Random wasn't me. It isn't me. It was gifted to me, the hapless, small intellect guy Gideon. All the way up to the water's edge of Keys to the Kingdom, I've spoken to you of only random. As to the wheel execution, I've spoken to you a lot about algorithm, and I've spoken to you a lot about bankroll. I've spoken to you a lot about patience and discipline. I've spoken to you a lot about humility. But sometimes I think my words fall on deaf ears because, you know, people are in different circumstances. They need money. Others need entertainment. Others need to have the flash and to have the vanity and have the good feelings of being the smartest in the room. There's all kinds of people with varying needs and requirements, both physically and emotionally, mentally. But I ask you this just for a minute. Back to the live play. I played 50 cents for the low roller. I played $1 for the mid roller. But can you, for a minute, take yourself to a room that some of us have been in? The Venetian, the high limit room. The Wynn, the high limit room. The Bellagio, the high limit room. Where guys like Drake and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Phil Ivey and Daniel Negreanu, other mega millionaires that you don't even know who they are, movie producers and things, you don't even know them if you see them on the street. But they've got hundreds of millions of dollars, and they like the ego of playing the game. So imagine the high limit lounge that allows inside bets of indeterminate amounts. Not like out there on the floor where some offer only $200 on a number, but even you could even do it at $200 a number in your comparison, your thought. So let's go easy and say any of the above guys who in their sleep could bet not $1 unit, they could bet $10,000 units very easily, not even thinking about it. I was betting $1 unit on my lowly $40,000 bankroll, $2,000 buy-in. They can buy in at $100 million if they want. But for this conversation, betting at the aforementioned levels, exponentiated, each of the aforementioned guys would make $2.2 million an hour for as many hours as they want to do it. So if you said the minimum was X, who knows how many rich players there are X, how much they would play. The kingdom's not going to crash roulette. Guys with a pile of money who have their hands on keys for the kingdom are going to crash roulette. And that's the burden that I carry right now. And that's what I'm asking you to have some bit of empathy for me as to understanding this blessing and curse that I have, because I can modestly go through life and harvest $200 a day, and I'm actually happy because I don't drink Dom Perignon and I don't need a private jet. I love my life. I love my house. I love what I do. I love my friends, and I love all of you in the kingdom that I now have met and that I want to do the right thing by. But those money guys, the roulette game will not be crashed by us. The roulette game will be crashed by the mega millionaires. You've seen the stack of chips Draco bet? Have you seen him? Imagine if he was playing Keys to the Kingdom and cashing all those bets. Not only is the casino going to bar everybody, roulette's going to be over. So as you're giving me advisements, and I've been working 12 to 14 hours a day trying to catch up comments and emails, and I've had a lot of help from the angel. He's right there beside me working just as hard. And for all those who think that maybe everybody's getting rich, I could ask him, but I think we made like $39 or something like that. I'll try not to get too drunk on that. Oh yeah, that's right, I don't drink. But there's nobody making any money off of this, off of our YouTube. There's only me putting out a coordinated thoughts with the angel to you to try to help you be better players. We went through a lot of things before with this probability thing. Everybody plays probability. And the funny thing about probability is every now and then it works. But it doesn't. That's the point. It really doesn't. It's disguised in random. Every now and again, probability works. You believe it's going to be the first column. You believe it's going to be the first dozen. You play it and you play it and you play it and you play it and you play it. And then it hits and you go, see, told you. Actually, that was just a random intersection that's disguised as probability. It's a complete myth. It's never happened. There is no such thing in a 37 or a 38 numbered wheel spinning around. There is no way in the world there is probability, and people have been playing it forever. They're playing it right now. They're teaching it right now. Random is what happens. And you heard it here first. You'd heard it nowhere else. And I'm so glad that you were here with me to hear it. Now, I have many other thoughts that I'd like to share. I'm sorry about for this long monologue, but there's a lot of ground I had to cover with you so that I can communicate these thoughts to you. Let's just have some fun tonight and make a couple of bets. Let's play some dollar Fibonacci, like racetrack style. And if I'm looking at, okay, well, I don't have anything else to do, so I'll just start right there on the 2. I see a 2 right there. So I'll play a 2 and a 0, and then I'll play. I'll probably mess this up, but it doesn't even matter anyway. Let's play 28, 9, 26. 30. 11. That's 8 of them. Let's do a couple more. 7 and 20. 32 and 17. Let's do that, and we'll do a spin for $1 and see how that comes out. And that's a loser, so we're gonna rebet the $1 and have another shot at it. Okay, so let's go to 22 with $2. And this is kind of tedious like this when I need a racetrack. We'll add 25 in here, and we'll get a spin and see what happens here. And I'll rebet that one and add $1 to it. We're playing Fibonacci, so I'll go up to $5 here and just see what happens to us. It really doesn't matter. I would never play this anyway in the house, but it's an interesting exercise. So. Play that. I think that's 12 of them. I'm pretty sure that's about right. So we take a shot at this. I'm doing real good. So let's go to 30. Try to sneak up on the Fibonacci level. I think I got them all covered there. They seem to be real hot. I do have a message for you when I close, which won't be too very long from now. One way or the other, I'm going to do this, so. So that's the proof of Fibonacci right there. You just lose all day long, and then you make your profit right there at the end. But that is the way that goes, and all of you knew it. But all you got to do is just stay the course with it, and okay, let it come around and let it hit, and it will. We're playing 12 numbers over and over again, and Fibonacci scored. Now, Keys to the Kingdom would have been a grinder making $10, $20, $30, $20, $30, and over the course of an hour, you're going to make $200. And to some people, $200 an hour apparently isn't enough. But that's the group that does not understand that 99% of the people in a casino lose every dollar they have. Very few winners. I see it all the time. It's not new to me. I'm the one that leaves ahead all the time. And there are people there who know that. But it's okay because it's not a whole lot and it doesn't get their attention. But the kingdom has gotten their attention. You are the ones who have gotten their attention. It's like, it's not me, it's you. I'm delighted that I've been giving this to you. I'm never going to stop. I'm going to run this YouTube forever and ever. I have many, many ways of doing things, and I'm not absolutely certain what we're going to come to. I think we're going to come to some kind of idea that we can do this between us, and that we can guard it, and that we can do it just for us. And I'll be so delighted when we do that. But it's not like this magic fairy dust that's blown out. This is a hard-cased algorithm, like all the others, that you play it the way it's supposed to be played, and it yields the results. And you don't teach everybody at the table how to play it. You don't even talk about that you're playing anything. It's just something that you're playing, something that you're doing. Usually people don't watch you and try to find out what you're doing. They usually don't. Particularly if you are coming in, making your money, and leaving. I'd like to improve everybody's lives. You guys mean everything to me. I would like to improve your lives. We need to get to the point where we can do these things. I just wanted to close by reinforcing something that I know. The first thing I know is this: God is not mad at you. God is not disappointed in you. God knows all of us. He knows all of our frailties. He is our Father. He's like a father to the son or the daughter that's always helping, always looking for the good things, and always looking for the goodness. That's what he's doing. He knows because he created us. And he does not like casinos. People talk to me about drinking and gambling, and that's something that God doesn't like. God never said that. God said don't be deceived by those things. He didn't say don't do them. He didn't say you couldn't do these things. He said don't be deceived by them to where they control your lives. You control your life. You can do these things, whatever it is you want, as long as you're under control. But I want to tell you about something about that road game you play when you go into the casino. I want to reinforce some things for you. Never forget that you're playing the house's game. That's their game. It's designed for the house's advantage, and they win it all the time. It's played in their house, by their house rules, with their house officials, enforcing the house rules with the management, clandestinely watching and often recording your every move. And they can and will eject you, not for one game, not for one season. They'll eject you for life, and they don't have to have a reason. All they have to say is, King, we no longer are interested in taking your action. And that's the end of that. I want to encourage everybody here, don't be cavalier. It isn't a party. Their brand that they put on the billboards, their advertising, is their description. But you need to understand how serious they are and be as doggone serious as they are. Be patient, be disciplined, be humble, but be every doggone fiber in your body seethingly as serious about taking their money as they are stone cold about taking yours. You hear other numbers mentioned everywhere. You hear that 15% is way too aggressive. And yet, you've watched 15% made every day for 31 consecutive days. Have you not? Have you not seen it? For 31 consecutive days, you've seen it on simulation. You've seen it at the brick and mortar betting on the machines. You've seen it. 15% is awesome. But plus $1 bet that wins, that puts you $1 ahead of that casino, is better than being minus $1. If you can leave the casino 2% ahead, 3% ahead, 4% ahead, that's what some of the big gamblers shoot for. They shoot for 4%. If you could do that, you're a winner. Don't give that casino any of your money. Play to win. Any amount. Win. And it comes to me that win is the only vengeance against these evil people. Winning against these evil people is the vengeance, and your victory is God's delight, because you are David, and trust me, they are Goliath. You're getting to know me. I've been a fighter, a killer, a lover, a speaker, a singer, a peacemaker, a counselor, an executive. Mostly, I've been a chameleon. I choose who I am, whomever, whenever I choose. I do not win all my casino fights. I've been winning about 92%, but I think going forward it's going to be 100. But every time I go into the casino, I have the game face fight on me and inside of me, because they do too. They own the rules, they own the building, and they change it. If you were a football team going to play their football team and you had a great passing game and they had a great running game, when you walked in the building, you would notice something. That for today's game, they've outlawed the pass. You can't do it. That's the kind of place that you're going into. So I'm trying to encourage you to take it very seriously what goes on in there. You're not there for fun. I've seen people talking about things about what happened was boring, what happened was downbeat, and all I'm saying to those people is, have you forgotten what the mission statement of King's Club is? The mission statement of King's Club is not rhetorical. There is a mission statement: to make you a professional player, not to make you happy to go. No high fives, no big parties. To make you Joey Knish, that can be absolutely inflation-proof, unemployment-proof, that you can make the money for your family no matter what happens to you. And as long as you got a happy job and you're bringing in the money, keep doing that. and use this as the side hustle and make the extra money. That's what I've been doing forever. I mean, I've not been living entirely off of this. This has been a side hustle. It's been something that I've done that I love doing, and then I discovered a way that maybe I could bring it to a group of people that were interested. But the mission statement isn't to have fun. The mission statement is to be professional and be a professional player. Let's go make $220 an hour for the rest of your life, being as boring as you can be. That money will be boringly in your hands every day. I'm going nowhere. For as long as God keeps air in my lungs, I'm going nowhere. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to answer 12 hours of emails and comments every day for my $39 that I make on this YouTube channel. And I have hundreds of them still I'm behind answering right now. You guys should be livid at me. I've failed you in many regards. But then again, we often fail the ones we love. So I love you dearly. This is your king with my angel beside me. And for right now, I bid you adieu.